Hi, welcome to Left Foot Media. My name is Brendan Malone. Well, a couple of nights ago in Las Vegas, a lone gunman perpetrated an horrific act of evil and he killed a record number of people in a US mass shooting. I wasn't going to say anything about this incident. I had no plans to make this video. I have not posted anything at all on social media about this incident. However, in the last couple of days, I have been confronted by a slew of commentary and social media postings and articles and other things that have taken this horrific tragedy and have turned it into a political football, that have politicized, which I think is a really vile thing to do, this awful act of grave evil. Now, I get it. There's something in the human heart when we are confronted by such tragedy and such horrific violence. The tendency is that we want to know, we want answers, we want to put it in a box, we want a narrative, we want someone or something to blame, and we want to propose what we think are the ways to fix it. So we think that we can then regain some sort of control. None of us likes to be out of control. None of us likes to be in a situation where fear, the fear of something really becomes quite palpable in our lives. And this is one of those scenarios where the fear really, it's something you can really taste. The problem is, though, that that's counterproductive. Sometimes we actually just need to learn to let go, to stand back in the face of these kind of grave evils and just let all of the dust settle and let the facts come in before we start engaging in discussions or debates about causes and solutions. At the moment, though, I don't think that's happening. I think part of the problem is that human condition. We want to know, we want to have control, we want to say something about this issue, coupled with the fact that we live in a social media age where everyone is sort of tempted to constantly engage on every issue. I think the most humane and constructive thing we can do right now, though, is just take a big deep breath and take a step back. Most of the families, as far as I'm aware, none of them have even had funerals yet for their loved ones. And here we are already politicising this issue. I think the truly humane thing to do here is to step back, to let the truth come in, to let the investigators do their job and to give us the facts. Once we know the facts, and only then, once we know the truth, we know all of the relevant details, then and only then can we have a truly informed opinion. Then and only then can we have a truly informed debate and discussion about what steps, if any, should be taken next to try and remedy the situation or prevent it from happening in future. I know that might be difficult, but I think a far more productive use of our time, rather than jumping on social media and politicising this and engaging in heated debates on the back of this grave human tragedy, what would be far more productive for us is to actually get out into the world and make it a better place. Go and show love to your family. Spend time with your kids. Go and show love to your spouse, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Do something meaningful for them. Put yourself at service of them. Go out into your community. Show care for your neighbour. Greet the person that you see in the supermarket today, or as you're pumping your petrol, with a smile and a hi, how's it going? Right? These are all far more productive uses of our time than getting on social media and politicising the deaths of these innocent human beings. This horrific act of murder is now quickly morphing into a highly divisive flashpoint where people are saying all sorts of vile and divisive things about other people. We're allowing this to become an explosive incident that even further divides us and just creates even more fear and anger and hatred within our society, and that's not a good thing. Far better that we step back and actually do something productive. And if you're struggling to make sense of the confusion of all of this, and as I guess most of us are, why would this happen? Why would someone do this? Far better to actually stop and process those thoughts and to perhaps speak to someone face to face about them and have a conversation, a dialogue, than it is to get on social media and just start blurting out politicised views and opinions. Remember, this was a tragedy where real human beings were killed, a record number of them for the United States. And I think we owe them a basic respect, and we owe their families a basic respect. Remember, long after we've stopped politicising this and stopped talking about it on social media, these families who are left behind, the people who have been wounded, who will be left with lives where they will have to carry on, dealing with the mental anguish, the reality, the difficulty, the lost loved ones, that will go on for many months and years beyond this point. Far better that we engage in making the world a better place than simply turning their suffering and loss into a vile political football just so we can promote our own narrative. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Left Foot Media.